the least of the
and
problems.
let me explain why. Because if you listen to certain coaches or certain pundits from yesteryear, making bad play calls is one thing, but making the right play call and the player playing bad is totally different. Yes, there's been questionable calls from the OC. Yes, I still feel that Matt Eberflus is not a leader of men because he should have stepped in and said, hey, man, don't throw that ball one more time. Don't do it. Let's run the ball. Let's play field position. Let's keep our defense off the field and keep them fresh. The second part of that whole issue that I have with this is, Frank, like you said, Roschon was doing pretty decent. You took him out for Swift, but you continue to run Swift up the middle like he's a first break tackle back, which he's not. Then you do that stupid stuff.
Put it up.
First of all,
put it up.
Why the hell are we in Wildcat with Khalil Herbert on the 1-inch line?
This is the thing. As much as that pisses me off to see all of our offensive linemen, the only one who is not on his ass is the one who came in for freaking Nate Davis. But for starters, that was a stupid fucking play. All right. And then to go back one, it was 3rd and 1 before 4th and 1, guys. 3rd and 1 before 4th and 1. And you had Herbert run up the middle. Idiot. Dumb shit. What the fuck are you doing? And then you go to 4th and 1, and then you put in Swift. I just don't understand what people think. Makes no freaking sense.
And again, thank you. That's cool. It's my guy, Cool Kennedy, right?
Yeah, that's Cool Kennedy.
On? Man, long time no see, brother. But that leads me to my second part, because even when you had solid line play, Caleb was 50-50. He was still making bad reads. He was still overthrowing receivers like he has no touch. He threw 2 picks. We all know he should have thrown 2 more, so that should have been another game with 4. And then
he had 2 fumbles and one was a turnover. So, I mean, you can't sit there and say because he threw for 363 yards, he had a good game. I'm not going to sit there and say that. No.
50 yards. That's the same stuff Sam Howell was doing last year.
But he did not have a bad game.
You can say that, but this is the one positive thing I'm going to give for Caleb. That 4th quarter, as much as I did not like our play calling when them not running the ball freaking at all, he was slinging it, and he wasn't stopping. He just kept going and going and going. And if he made a mistake, he didn't let it bother him, and he kept going. So I like that. As opposed to some other people who get a little skeptic and scared and then make a real big fucking mistake. Like, I like how he finished that game. And I'm hoping that is going to translate into next week's game now, because him and Rome looked really freaking good. Rome dropped a few more passes that game as well. Caleb missed them on a few passes.
Rome, because that other one that led to an interception, number 20 got his hand.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, everybody's going to say, though, it touched his hands, it's catchable. That was a great defensive play.
That was better.
That was a great defensive play. And at the same time, Caleb, you should not have thrown that because he was double covered.
And I like what Trey Shaw said. Caleb didn't, just because you threw for 300 yards doesn't mean you had a good game.
Well, Frank just said that. So I'm saying he didn't have a good game, but he didn't have a bad game.
Okay. He had a 3rd game in the NFL that wasn't that bad.
And he's a rookie. He's a rookie. Let's not forget that.
I keep telling you, and Foul, do you remember we had this conversation? I said it's gonna be T to do it. If he looked a little shaky, it's gonna be all these built-in excuses because he's a rookie. But if he had been lighting it up 300 yards every single game, he's the best ever. It don't matter that he's a rookie. Shoot.